Well, as you might imagine, our state's tourism industry is taking a massive hit during this coronavirus pandemic. Tens of thousands of event and hospitality workers are still struggling, as you might imagine. Our state leaders, though, are hoping to start a turnaround. This is all about getting creative and innovative, as we've talked about here on ABC 15 Mornings. Our John Genovese live this morning in Mesa, and this is a huge part of our state's economy. It is going to be maybe a slow comeback, to say the least. Good morning.
A slow comeback, Kaylee, but good to see that they are working towards all of this. Now, the director of the state's tourism office says it could take 18 months to start getting back to where we were last year. She says right now, tourism in the state is operating at less than 10% capacity. And once spring training was canceled, things just snowballed from there.
I have to tell you, I don't ever think from a tourism perspective we imagine being where we're at today.
Grim numbers for one of the greatest drivers of our state's economy. More than 100 hotels and resorts closing their doors amid this pandemic. 95,000 workers out of a job. State Tourism Office Director Debbie Johnson says the latest estimates show Arizona is already dealing with at least a $2 billion loss in visitor spending.
It has been devastating, and we're trying to look at what that means for us and really what it means for all these small communities that depend on this tax revenue.
Last year in all, Johnson says visitors pumped $24 billion into our economy, generating $1 billion for the state's general fund. Now that money is trickling in at best. So many people leery to leave their homes, let alone their own country.
International travel is a big part of what we do, and those visitors tend to come and stay longer and spend more and see more of the state. But we know that's not an option right now.
So her office is shifting focus. Beginning next week, they're launching a new campaign called Rediscover Arizona, targeting people who are already here.
It's really going to be focused on our state residents for the first 60 days. We know that people need to build up that confidence again, need to feel safe. And the beauty of this campaign for me is really allowing people to experience Arizona at whatever level they're comfortable with.
Think hiking, camping, or maybe a weekend retreat to relax. The goal to keep businesses in our state afloat as they work to change how they operate and adapt to this new normal.
We all know what's most important is the health and safety of our employees, our residents, and our visitors.
Yeah, and her office is working with the governor's office along with travel groups across the country and other health officials to develop health and safety guidelines to then pass along to businesses in the state. Now, as for all those employees who've been laid off from this, Johnson says they were able to quickly launch a program to connect them with open positions at hospitals and grocery stores. She says that was able to help several thousand people in this time of crisis. But Kaylee, we know a lot of people are still struggling today.